Hi, this is Dan.
And I'm Richard.
We're The Feeling, and this is Entertainment Scoop.
Everybody cries. Like the boy cried wolf. Everybody cries. Like the boy cried wolf.
First of all, welcome to New York. How does it feel to be here?
It was great. Yeah, it's like...
It's been a while. It's been 7 years.
Wow, what happened?
I know, 7 years since we came here as a band, but we do come back quite a lot as visitors because it's a great city.
You could have it all. Yeah, we should have it all. I love it when you call. I love it when you call. I love it when you call, but you never call at all. So what's the complication? It's only conversation. I love it when you call, but you never call at all.
So tell me about how you guys formed as a band.
We met... Oh, okay. Now that's a long story.
Yeah.
Okay,
much time
we'll
do
give you the edited version. We'll do little mini edits. Met in school, like high school, kind of, well, just after.
16.
Yeah, kind of 16 years old. So like 2 years ago. And...
Yeah.
And yeah, 10. So we met a long time ago. We've been playing in bands together for forever. And at one point, I'd written a bunch of songs that we kind of decided, well, let's just record them. Let's see how it goes, and
Kind of clicked into place.
just clicked into place. But we'd known each other for such a long time. We played in lots of different kinds of lineups, and we'd worked in the music business together. In various different forms for a really long time, for about 10 years before we even had any success.
And now bringing it to the present day, you have Boy Cried Wolf. Tell me a little bit about this project.
Yeah, this is the fourth album we've done now, and it's it feels like a bit of a kind of game changer for us. I think the fourth album, someone was mentioning in an interview that we did here just yesterday or the other day that something happens with your fourth album. You kind of have to define yourself again, because
very much a rebirth for
Yeah,
the
it's a
band.
rebirth for the band.
When we made it, we made 3 albums on the major record label and left after the third album. We were on our own again, and so making this record was a very different experience. And at the end of it, we made something we were really proud of, and it was very honest. We wrote and produced and engineered the whole thing ourselves, and it's been very well received all over the place.
And I, obviously listen to your music, and I personally noticed there's a lot of emotional tie connected to the lyrics, connected to the song, connected to basically everything that you're doing. So is that true? Like, where does that come into play, emotion with making music?
Well, I think, I don't know if there's much point in making music without there being emotion connected to it. I think it's maybe just because the way I feel about music is that it's to convey something that is harder to convey just in words. And so, you're linking poetry with music and just, kind of bearing your soul a little bit.
I think that's what music has always been for us. It's different for different kinds of writers, but when we formed the band, it was around some of the songs that Dan had written, and Dan writes very personal songs, and but I connect with those when he writes a really good song like that. So that's just it. He's just being honest and being himself. That's all you can do.
Absolutely. And now you are married to a singer-songwriter yourself. So how is that dynamic, being together in a marriage and both kind of doing the same thing?
It's kind of double-edged, really, because on one hand we totally understand each other's jobs because we do a similar thing, but on the other hand it means that a lot of the time we are both on the road, or we have to really plan carefully, or we wouldn't see each other. We've got 3 kids as well, so there's a lot of logistics going on, but she's a singer and I'm a bass player, and that works. A bit like this relationship. That works. If we were both singers, I don't think it would work. I think it's, it's just a different. It's because we have a sort of. I actually was in her backing band. That's how we met.
Oh wow.
Before the feeling took off. So there's a dynamic with a musical dynamic that we're not stepping on each other's toes.
And so,
I'm like his musical wife,
Yeah, it's
and
true.
then she's his actual wife.
and so tell me kind of what's next for you. You're in New York now, you're doing some press, so what's upcoming?
Well, the album's being released here yesterday, and we're on a brand new record label. We're very excited, and we're going to be coming and touring in May.
We're doing a UK tour when we get back.
Yeah, we
And
get
then
straight into a
the plan is
UK
to come
tour.
up back
Yeah,
here
straight
in
into
May.
the UK tour in March in the UK, and then the plan is to hit Germany and a bit of Europe, and then.
Let me try British accent. Tell me what to say.
Oh, British accent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
That's pretty good.
I'm from the UK. I'm hanging out with the feeling.
She's really
Entertainment scoop.
You're better than most Hollywood actors at doing that.
Better than Kevin Costner. You were too
Can I
good.
do American? I don't know. Yeah, of course I can. You want like New York? I mean, or do you want? There's different kind of accents in America, aren't there? I know when I spent a lot of time in Los Angeles, that kind of like what I'm talking about, that kind of thing is like, oh my God. Give me the words and I'll say them like I mean it. 'Cause you got my heart in a headlock. You stopped the blood, made my head soft. And God knows you've got me some. Na 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 na.